Hello, hello, hello. It is Friday, time to draw some tiny trees, and I am happy to be here hanging out. So, yeah, my name is Shay. Welcome to the stream. I hope that you are able to come and just chill with me while I draw for a while, and that is the plan. I'm working on the September map for my patrons on Patreon. I'm trying a bunch of new things with this map that I've never tried before. And so hopefully the end result is interesting and fabulous. It's certainly different than anything I've done up to this point, so having fun with that. And yeah, just going to carry on and continue with that. Good morning, Mike. How are you? Get a little bit of time at the desk this morning? Geeking out over the river circle. So good it reads like a river then? That's excited because when I was doing it, I was like, I don't know if this translates well. So awesome. I'm glad that that reads because, yeah, like I said, I had some concerns. I've never done the close-up circles before. I was inspired to do them based on the map that your banner is on Facebook and some stuff that I saw Dimension Door Maps doing. Thought I'd give it a try. No, no setting fire to your own stuff. I forbid it. Please don't. Not okay with this. Down to art. Good, good, good. We probably won't have a Stephanie on the stream today. She and Chris are in Banff, and they were planning on going up the gondola at about 10 this morning, so I expect that she will not pop in prior to that. Banff. Yeah, Banff is beautiful. It is a gorgeous spot. I prefer Jasper. I do. I just have a soft spot for Jasper because I've spent more time there. Um, but Banff is absolutely stunning. Good morning, Pat. How are you? Into a video for a writable tablet. A writable tablet. What kind of writable tablet? Like an iPad or like a cuneiform Rosetta Stone or what do you mean? Dennis, hey. Yeah, back at it with the tiny trees. You know that this is a thing I prefer to do to myself. Quote unquote sarcasm. How you doing, Dennis? Trees are beautiful, Cancer. Yes, yes, they are. Tear them all down. All of them. I don't think I'm gonna go like super dense and heavy with them on this map, but I'm just throwing some in here to see what happens. Kind of go with it. I don't think you need to be professionally jealous at all, Michael. It's a second generation 2-inch paper tablet. It's black and white, but it's super thin, lightweight, and just peachy. It's 400 USD, and I don't know what all the zoom capabilities are. Interesting. I have never heard of this. This sounds really fascinating, Pat. And you were watching like an infographic video on it, like just to learn more about the product? You have a splinter. Oh, splinters are terrible. I'm sorry. Do you have, like, good tweezers? I have a pair of Epic tweezers. They are, like it's funny how a good set of tweezers can elevate your life. I didn't think that was a phrase that was ever gonna come out of my mouth, but it's legit. Audio check. I am talking. Can you hear me? Actually a technology developed before tablets. They use a magnetic ink that allows for splendid reading. Ah, okay, well, that sounds interesting. Kind of like the early Kindles that had, like, the newspaper font as opposed to, like, a backlit screen, maybe? Is that close? Okay, glad it's all good. Oh, no, it just hurts. Ghost splinter. No. You need an exorcism. Splinter exorcism. Ninja Turtles, yes. Good morning, my Laura. How are you? Yes, the first tablets were seeking to reverse engineer the tech. Okay, that sounds really cool, Pat. So is it one that you can just use for reading, or are you able to draw onto the surface as well, like with a stylus? De-stressing by order of your boss. Well, I'm glad your boss is paying attention to your stress level. That's important. Your boss just makes us work. Funny, my boss does too. And this whole self employed thing means I can't really complain to management. I do, but it just doesn't anything. Anything you can do with a tablet, read downloads, write on documents. That sounds really fun, Pat. I'm excited for you. You kind of freaked out at him this morning? Oh no. You okay, Laura? Yes, HR complaints are frequently even more futile. This is true. You're okay as long as he knows that. That's good. I don't want to see you like in trouble with work because he misunderstood or misconstrued or whatever. Sounds like you get along with him pretty well though, hey? Feeling even more confused. Yes. I'm glad you really like your boss. That makes jobs so much easier when that happens. What is it about 11 by 17 that's so important, Pat? No practical arguments. I hate it when I lose practical arguments to myself. Steph, you did show. Hello, darling. Wasn't sure if we were going to see you this morning or not, given that you are off to the gondola very soon. Went for food and a little shopping. You're frozen now. Did you get your coffee? Well, you remembered them eventually, Pat. It's okay. Guys, I just need to go wash my hands really quick. It's really warm in here again. Be right back. Hi, Goomba. I wonder if hand sanitizer would make a difference. Something to just keep my fingers feeling less slimy. Because I'm starting to smudge my ink and I'm not happy about that. Unhappy. All right, catch up. Chris got an ice drink. What? Oh man, that Chris. He's an ice cube sometimes. Go boldly. Yeah, labeling locations in foreign alphabets is fun. I think that's a really smart idea, Pat. I think I'm like hesitant to use existing fonts that are in the world because I don't want to be inadvertently messing something up because I don't understand the grammar. Like, I think that's a concern for me. But I love the idea of having like different conlangs that I can use that are my own. But like conlangs are so much work. Dexter has been working on his own conlang for a really long time, and I have access to part of it for a map of his that I'm trying to do for him. And like just the sheer amount of work to it is really, really impressive. And my brain is not adept at stuff like that. So I think I would have to find one that I'm allowed to use, like with permission. Or I'd have to like change to be one of my hobbies that take that on and actually invest some skill points in it. Ice drinks matter. Ice drinks totally matter. They just matter more when it's not 9 degrees outside. 9 Celsius. What temperature is it in Banff right now, Steph? Ain't No Mountain High Enough. I love that song so much. I plan on using my own alphabets, but maybe using some letters of real alphabets. That makes sense. Absolutely. I mean, human alphabets are beautiful. Absolutely. Largest consumption of ice cream is in the winter. Oh. It's windy and 8 and feels 6. Calgary is 11 right now. I don't know what we're sitting at. We were 6 the last time I looked. Yeah, 6 degrees still here too. It's chilly bear. The leaves are starting to come off the tree beside the house. I'm not ready. A lot of other trees. Lost me. Okay, I'm here. Anybody's out here? Yeah, I'm here. Did everything get cut again? Okay, sorry. I don't know why it cuts out, and it doesn't tell me when it cuts out, so That makes me feel terrible. Yeah, I could see how that would make a difference. I wonder if a barrier cream would work. I don't have any right now because I haven't worked in charcoal in forever, but I expect that would make a difference. Yeah, you're right. An antiperspirant of some kind would probably do the job. Probably. Something's on the nib of my pen. There we go. Go get the coffee. Coffee is a thing. Rubber stamps on the bottom of coffee mugs. Depending on the stamp, that could be a lot of fun. I think I would like one that's like from the desk of whatever, so that anything I accidentally rested my mug on would be branded as mine for perpetuity. Tell me about the windows. What are all their stories? So this one is a creek. And I was thinking that it might be the home of some kind of Nyx or Undine. I need a name for all of these places still, but we tried like breaking into the naming last stream yesterday, and I was just having none of it. I hate naming things. It stresses me out more than is reasonable, I think. But yeah, I was thinking this could be the home of an Undine or a Nixie that's kind of tricky and likes to ask for trinkets or the solving of a riddle in order to pass. This is a bunch of crystals that represent the floating peaks above the mountains here. I just wanted to kind of draw more attention to what the floating things look like, because I detailed a couple over here and they ended up looking like tiny pieces of sushi as opposed to rocks. And I thought that that was maybe a less successful way of going about things. These are tree houses. This was Patrick's suggestion. Because originally I was going to do this circle as blackberries and realized that that really didn't fit with the rest of my other circles. So we changed it up to tree houses for fun. And I think they reminded me very much of, what were they called? Not Aries, something else. From Mercedes Lackey's books, the Teledras always had tree houses, and it kind of put me in mind of that. This one is a river bridge, a stone bridge across a riverish / lakeish type deal. I haven't really thought about where this bridge leads to in terms of like what settlements it's connecting. Why there would just be like a well-made stone bridge in the middle of nowhere is beyond me. I'm wondering if it got built by peoples that are no longer living in the region. And then up here is a cave that has some stone tablets outside of it that in my head are carved with like dwarven style runes. In this side of the cave, the way that the rock formation in the picture that I was using as a reference kind of looked like dragon scales almost. And so I have this idea that the side of that cave is actually a petrified dragon that's been magically like destroyed in the mountains, and people have been burrowing into it and harvesting petrified dragon parts for use in like magic and stuff like that. So the stone tablets, I think, are warnings or an inventory perhaps of what's been taken or what still remains, or how to navigate the internal workings of that particular cave metric. I'm really satisfied, I think, the most with this one and this one. The other ones I'm okay with, but they're not necessarily my favorites. But I said in the stream yesterday that this is a really, really experimental map. I am trying so many things in this map that I have not tried before. And I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with it and if I like it or not. So yeah, just kind of rocking on with it to see where it goes. All right, catch up. Story time. Yes, story time stuff. Wake up would be a good one. Absolutely, Pat, you're not wrong. The steam circle, Terrell from the Trolls Under the Bridge tale. I think you do have a talent for it, Mike. I don't feel I have that talent. But I wonder if that's because, like, I just haven't read as much as other people of, like, the common fantasy literature. Common, I use that in air quotes. So I just don't have as many mental resources to draw upon to come up with things that are simple and effective. Because there's a really massive elegance to simplicity in fantasy naming. Sometimes you just get that apt thing and it's absolutely perfect. And you're like, yes, this feels right. This is good. And I just don't get there. I don't think that's true, Pat. You do so many things so very well. Pat, I think you're cursed with one of the things that I know a great many creative people are cursed with, and that is having so many ideas and the ability to pursue all of them to some degree. And so what that creates is just a charming plethora of things that are on the go, as opposed to like one thing that you're solid at that you do all the time. It's more of a jack of all trades thing than a mastery thing. But I've seen your maps and I've seen your writing and I've seen other projects that you've done, and I think you're quite brilliant. What do you mean you don't understand love? I'm confused. I cringe a little bit whenever I tried to read multisyllabic fantasy name salad. It's true. Just kidding, okay. I was confused for a second, my friend. Naming things fantastically is the worst. True story. Agreed. Yes, and yes. Land of trope indeed. Most fantasy names have no root in language, so they sound like complete gibberish. Yes, 100%. 100%. Nothing goes wrong. I want in on that. Yeah, you and me both, Steph. You and me both. Ancient monuments to disappointment. That's quite an evocative phrase. Yeah, I think switching the pen thickness really makes a huge difference too, Pat. You're not wrong. I like the shift it's giving. What am I doing? Over here. They Might Be Giants. That's a band. Are you referencing the band, or am I just imagining that? Winner, winner, awesome. Yay. A white trace pen. I have a white brush pen, a really good one actually. I should show you guys this thing. It's a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist brush pen, and it's got a really nice fine point on it. And it actually inks quite opaquely, which I was impressed by. I don't have the envelope anymore, but I have some brown craft paper envelopes for mailing out cards and stuff. And I did a design on the front of one with black ink and that white pen to send to my friend Kim, and it turned out beautifully. I was really thrilled with that. It made me very happy. So yeah, that was good. Which song, Stephanie? Because my favorite They Might Be Giant song is the Nonagon song. Nonagon. Istanbul. Istanbul, Constantinople. Yep. So good. Hmm. It is a complicated piece of spelling. I respect that. I love Tiny Toons. I grew up on Bugs Bunny, specifically, not the Tiny Toons, but my dad had a huge laugh with Bugs Bunny, so and then when I found Tiny Toons, I was excited about that too. Frick, keep smudging my ink. Not a fan of this. True Damage. Animaniacs was better, yes. And I'm excited that they're rebooting Animaniacs. It's going to be super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited about the original voice cast. Super duper. I agree with you about the classical music, Pat, for sure. I'm afraid I'm not tracking who Trust McNeil is. It's not a name I recognize. Can somebody please enlighten me? Oh, the voice of Dot. Yes, she's got a lovely voice. Very memorable. Dennis. Yeah, Simpsons references are lost on me, Laura. That was a show I wasn't allowed to watch growing up, and I've never picked it up. Oh my goodness, you guys, why do I do this to myself? Like, for real, why do I do this to myself? All right. Come on, Pat. Draw with me. I demand it. Pain makes the art good. Here's hoping. Here is hoping. Say the rest of the plains are barren. All of the trees died here. Yep, boom, that's all. Index finger of your drawing hand. Oh, worst, Pat. Passion makes the art good, which is sometimes pain. Whip crack. I like whips. Whips are fun. Passion is better, yes, true story. No, I have not, Pat. Yeah, it might look good around a volcano. That's something to think about for the future, for sure. Yep, go refill. Far be it from me to ever get in the way of someone's caffeine consumption. Soon the precious. Yes, Stephanie is obsessed with foam. Can confirm. Thank you, Mike. Foam is all. I have a main island with a huge lake and a dormant volcano caldera. It flows down the sides where aqueducts collect the water, and it will take it across spans of water to surrounding islands. That sounds fascinating, Pat. Very interesting. Did you awake the thing in the dark? Balrog for you. You two are funny. Oh, coffee's done. Sad face. Crafts and cocaine. I don't really know how I'd be on cocaine. Like, I have concerns in that direction. Similar effect. Did you guys ever see the meme that went around of the spiders and the webs that they build on different drugs? It's really, really fascinating. Like, first of all, who decided to give drugs to spiders? That's a question that I would like to have answered. And just second of all, it was really, really fascinating. Yeah. Yeah, it's really wild. Like, Google it. It is just completely fascinating. And apparently they've been giving ecstasy to octopuses. This I am more hazy on, and I cannot remember exactly what I read, but that was more recent. Um, and I'm just like, I would like to be an octopus on ecstasy. I think that would be a life experience that I would not regret. Octo rave. Sounds like drow to you. Yep. Octo rave. Meth laced chocolate bars to soldiers. Yeah, absolutely. There's a long history of stimulant usage within the American Air Force for pilots. Oh boy. LSD and a mission does not sound like that would go well together. Just saying. There was a documentary or made for TV movie, something along that line, that I saw when I was a kid called The Sleep Room, about based on a true story about a psychiatric hospital in, I think, Montreal in, like, the '60s or '70s that was giving LSD to schizophrenic patients and then basically strapping them to a bed with headphones on, trying to reprogram their brains through the use of the psychedelics and, like, repetitive messaging, and it sounded terrifying. So, yeah, that's where my brain goes with LSD. It's just like, "Yep, this is not cool." Yeah, it was, eye-opening, definitely eye-opening. Twice the focus and half the restraint. Yeah, that could be a problem. Hmm. Drone strikes for everyone. Indeed. Indeed. It raises some concerns. He does have one of those voices that just stays with you, doesn't he? I think a sense of humor is important in all places and times. What character-like voices do we use? I have one NPC, don't ask me to do it right now because 'cause I'll get it wrong, named Nesta, who sounds apparently a lot like, Ozzy Osbourne's daughter. I'm blanking on her name right now. Kelly Osbourne, there we go. Um, or at least she did the first time I did her. I don't know that I was able to keep it up. I'm not very good at voices, so I try not to do them. Make myself look like a fool. Mike is good at voices. Foghorn Leghorn. I have many, many fond memories of Foghorn Leghorn. You have voices when you're drunk, Laura? That's fair. You draw when you're singing country? Yeah. I know that I sound apparently a lot like I'm from Cape Breton when I'm either very tired or a little bit tipsy. I've never been that far east, but I get asked that a lot, or did get asked that a lot when I would drink in public places. So, that was a thing. Well, thank you, Pat. I honestly don't find it too bad. I feel bad for those of you who are trying to work and then have to constantly start interrupting yourself to type. I feel like that's a harder trick to manage. It's a welcome distraction. 2 monitors helps. Yes, I imagine 2 monitors does help. For sure, for sure. I have 0 idea what I'm gonna do with this whole chunk up here. I kinda don't wanna do anything with it. It's giving me concerns. Stars? Yeah, maybe. That might not be a bad thing. Here be dragons. Violet skyscape, yeah. Stars could be fun. Good point, good point. You're really hung up on this wayward mushroom hostel, Gary. Welcome back, Tiger. Just some Van Gogh sparkly sky. Yep, yep. GOGH. But I know who you're talking about. Oh boy. Do. We're on the move. All right, Steph. Dennis, Stephanie is in Banff right now, surrounded by all of the mountains that I miss so much. I didn't know that, Laura. Gots to take your peoples. You miss the wilderness, Dennis? What's your favorite kind of wilderness? Are you a mountain person or a prairie person or a forest person? Mount Rainier, nice. All Stephanie's. At Fort Lewis. Okay, that makes sense. Vulcan is cool. I've been to Vulcan. Not much going on in Vulcan, but it's still a fun little stop if you're driving through. What about the night sky of original constellations above the mountains? That's a good question, Gary. I'm curious about it. Like, it'd be neat to have like a heavy black with white dots, I think. Laura, Stephanie, and I have a different agenda, a secret mission. Okay. You've lived in Calgary for 21 years and you're a huge truck fan. Yes, I think you need to make the trip. Do not oppose us. Okay. They removed that into the wild bus in Arkansas. That was on the bucket list. I'm trying to piece that together, Dennis. I think I'm a little confused. Alaska, thank you. I follow now. I'm tracking. The Kerouac guy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Yep. Constellation of mushrooms. Mushroom. Badger. Well, Too many noobs died hiking out, so they airlifted the bus and removed it. I didn't realize that they had taken it right out, Dennis. That's fascinating. No aggressive fungus or marmots on this map. No, there will be a lack of aggressive fungus and marmots. It's true. Hi, Saxon. Please don't bump me. That would be bad right now. Hi, baby dog. What are you doing? No, 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 no. No bumping. Hi. Hi. What can I do for you? I'm working. You have to wait. Yeah. I know you're not thrilled about that. We gotta brush you again. You are shedding. Hi, baby. No, don't eat your hair. Leave it alone. Can you lay down? Can you lay down? Like oppressively straight. Yes, indeed. Thank you, baby dog. Mike, does Road chill out while you draw? He's pretty chill. That's good. House guests and dogs help, yeah. Don't we all? You're not wrong, Stephanie. Your little criminal made a DoorDash again today. Is that my boy? Can't see it being Molly. Molly, really? Wow, that surprises me. So much ink, yes. I hope I'm not ruining this. I have an eyelash on my paper. Come on. There we go. All right, Steph, have a great time. Take pictures for me. All right, thanks, hon. Molly likes to sit underneath the car. Sash doesn't try to get outside even when we leave the door open. He seems to think there's an invisible barrier. That's awesome. Well done, Pat. That's exciting. Papyrus sheets behind them. Oh, like an icon. That makes sense. Black is making the rest pop. Good. That was the goal. Like a bookmark. Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing from your words. I can't wait to see this, Pat. Yeah, the vertical equivalent of a scroll. That makes sense. You're digging it, Gary? I'm glad. Glowy, I see that now that you pointed out, Laura. That's awesome. I just gotta go rinse this brush. I don't have any water in here with me. Be right back.
Hey, Mimi. What you doing?
Yeah, that's what Laura was saying too, Pat. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I think that looks really good with the black, hey? Hmm. Hi, Doodle. Sometimes it's super useful to be able to look up at my monitor and see what the camera is broadcasting because it gives me a different perspective on the work than just like staring down at it all the time. It's sometimes the same way like you can take a photo of what you're working on and get a completely different perspective on what it looks like um, than if you had just been continually staring at it, or at least I find that to be true. Hmm. Gotta say, I really like this black ink too. It's got beautiful coverage. And it's water fast, which is a really big deal. Hmm. Oh, okay, I'll have a look. Thanks, Pat. Frozen? Hmm. Back? Okay. Think I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and make sure I have enough water and everything, and then I'm gonna come back and keep working. So if you guys want to chill for that, then please do. And if not, I will see you next time you're back. So I'll be back like 3 minutes.
Hi. How are you doing? Silly boy.
Oh, Guma. All right, I'm back. Hi, baby dog. What you doing? Yeah, I see you. Hard to miss you, you giant galoot. Hi. All right, trees, more of them. I've got Kenny Rogers the Gambler stuck in my head right now. It's a song I haven't heard in a really long time. Oh, fingers are stiff. It never occurred to me to be like, hey friends, sorry if I crack my knuckles on screen and that bothers you. Hopefully it's not a problem. Okay. See you when you get back, Pat. about the shore cave down here. I just threw that in for kicks. I'm not totally sure what's going on with it right now. Might be an entrance to a dragon tunnel. The draken are kind of my analog for dwarves. They are like the dragonborn, sort of, from 5e. They're a race of master smiths and mage smiths. So they have the secret to making magic enchantment artifacts and stuff like that. They're the main race that does that in my world. I really like them. They were originally golems that were created by the Riesh, which is like my gray elves. And during the Dreamweaver Wars, they won their independence through loyal service and were given their own knowledge for how to make more of themselves. And basically like won their emancipation. So I really like them. I haven't had a chance to interact with them much in any of the games that I'm running. They're very reclusive and very retiring, so the characters just haven't encountered any of the cities that the Draken keep themselves to or anything like that. They're kind of a rumor, like a mythology, more than a playable people right now. Yeah, deep lore dive. Sorry. I guess why am I apologizing? You love that kind of thing. I have a short piece of writing that I did about Torin, who's one of the Dragonborn from the novel that I'm slowly picking away at, about him being made and the ritual that everybody went through to like breathe life into this statue that became Torin. So I can share that with you at some point if you ever want to read it. Hi, Pat. Sweet. That's exciting. Congratulations. Well, if I had my druthers, I'd eat it because delicious. So tasty. Nah, just a prairie kid who grew up with a dad who hunted. I was a vegetarian for a long time, with the notable exception of I would eat game. Because there was something about farmed animals that did not taste good to me, but that wild game tasted fine. And that was me for probably the better part of 10 years. So I'm a more balanced omnivore now, but that was the thing for quite a while. Do these circles around my spotlights need to be bigger, like darker, now that that sky is black? That's what I thought. All right, what size of this was I using? Oh. Stop that now. That's going to be too big. You think so too, Dennis? Okay. Yeah, that's better, hey? I think. You gotta go? All right. Thank you for coming and spending time. Okay. Take care, Pat. We'll see you when you get back. Thank you, Pat. Mike, thank you. I'm glad that you came to hang out. I hope the rest of your day is golden. Hope you got some work done. Oh, I haven't heard that book referenced in forever, Dennis. Well done. A bit of work. Good. I'm glad. Good. All right. Cheers, Mike. What do we think of that? Better? I think so. Oh my goodness, 2.5 hours already, you guys. Oh, you like it? Awesome. I'm glad. I can't decide if I need to take a break or if I just want to power through and get to the end. You've been hitting a wall hard? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I think this might be the end of me for today. Yeah, I'm thinking I might start to get sloppy if I keep going right now. So I think I will call it for today. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. It was really great to have everybody. And I'll post on Facebook the next time I'm going to live stream. For sure, it'll be Thursday, Friday next week, but I might do another one in the meantime for some world building stuff. Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out with me at work. Snugs to Molly. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Catch you later. Bye.